Hey guys, Piff here with my Extinction review. So I was finally able to get my Xbox Live up and running. I was able to play Extinction. I played it all day yesterday. I finally did beat it on my first day. And the general consensus is that it's really fun. You know, when you're first are trying to beat it and get to the end cutscene and to see what happens at the very end, it's really fun. But then after that, it really has no replay value. So if you were going to be buying Ghost just for Extinction, I just couldn't justify paying $60 for it. Everybody's asking, is it a zombie killer? Definitely not. Does it have the potential to be as good as zombies, if not better? Yes, it definitely has the potential. So let's just get into it right now. I'm going to tell you guys about some of the good things and some of the bad. Now, some things that I do like is the loadout system. I think that's really cool. It's a good way to customize your character. In zombies, the only thing that we really have is like perks and guns that we want to use. That's the only way to really differentiate, our character from anybody else that's playing. There's kind of like a strategy element to it too, because you want to make sure that everybody has something to cover the different areas. So you want to kind of talk with people and strategize and make sure everybody has different loadouts. So I do kind of like that. I like the unlocking system of being able to rank up and unlock more things as you rank up. It could be a little more in depth, but it's pretty cool. Also, I really like the challenges. So basically how the challenges work is they're going to give you a challenge that you have to complete as a team, and they're going to give you a skill point. And what you can do with that skill point in-game is use it to rank up your kits, like for instance your ammo or your health, and you can put those skill points that you earned during the game towards that to making it better. So basically how the skill points or the challenges do work, they'll throw a challenge at you, for instance, like don't get hit by an alien. So you have to make sure that everybody in your team doesn't get hit by an alien for a certain amount of time to get your skill point. So you have to work as a team. Now, if someone doesn't do it, and they're just running around, they get hit by an alien, you're not going to get your skill point, and that's going to hurt you in the long run. So I like that element. The challenges, making people work as a team, that's really cool. The leaderboards look really clean, and, it does kills and stuff like that. But unfortunately, there's no like high round or anything like that. But I'll get into that in a second. So some of the bad things, like I touched on in the beginning, obviously the no replay value. That's a huge thing to me. That's one thing that would justify this being worth $60. It's basically just like going through a mission, and once you complete it, there's really no reason to play Extinction again. There's no reason. You could prestige, and you get these things called relics where you can make it harder. But it's basically the same thing over and over. It doesn't make it any different. It just makes it harder. But there's no real reward. There's no reason to do it. Like, for instance, I was really hoping that there'd be some element of survival. For instance, I know they're trying to get away from, like, the whole horde thing and stuff like that. But just, like, maybe if, like, you keep going to hives. Like, there's a lot of hives and you keep going. And maybe, like, there could be, like, a leaderboard for how many hives you've gotten to. That could be, like, the high round. Or, even if they just put up a timer, and to compare and to time how fast you could complete the mission. So if you were to complete it really fast, you go up on the leaderboard, kind of like for like Left 4 Dead or something like that, where like you would set up and then you would try to see how long you could last, and then that would go to the leaderboard. There has to be something that makes you want to come back and keep playing it over and over and trying to increase your time or get better. Oh, I could have done this instead of that and my time would have been a little better. That's something that, I don't know, for me, gives it replay value, and this game just does not have it right now. They could come out with DLCs, they could come out with new map packs, they could add stuff. It definitely has the potential, but right now, at the state it's at right now, no replay value, and I do not like that. Now, also, there is no skill involved. Now, the aliens, they look really good, but the movement is bad. There's, like, no skill involved. It seemed like anytime that we died was just because, like, a bunch of aliens spawned in at one time, and when they get behind you, you're running and they're like jumping on your back, but there's no way to escape them. The only way is if someone has like this little perk, I guess you could call it, or a drop called the Fertile Instinct, and it's going to let you run faster. So it's a little frustrating that that's the only way to really get away from the aliens. So there's like no skill involved. Like I said, I beat it on the first day, and what it basically came down to is I was playing with people that were experienced. They were really good at it. They had good guns and stuff like that. So that's basically how it is. It's not like I could make a fresh account, I could start fresh like I could on zombies and get to a high round. Like I know what I'm doing, I get to a high round. It's not going to be like that on Extinction. You have to rank up, you have to have the guns that you need to be good and to be able to beat it. But then once again, once you beat it, there's no reason to play it. So there's really no skill involved. That's frustrating. That would go with the replay value and adding an element of time or survival. The lack of story, this is really frustrating because it's basically like a checkpoint type of thing or like a mission, and there's no story. They could have put in a story, give us some background information, give us some quotes at the very least. It's just frustrating. It's like, I don't know, it's like I said, it's like a checkpoint, it's like a mission, and they didn't give us any of that. They didn't give us any survival. They had to give us something, even if it just seems like they're trying to distance themselves as far away from zombies as they can. There's no hoarding. They put the guns on the ground, not on the walls or on the ground. You can't hoard. There's no survival type of element to it. They're just trying to distance themselves as far away from zombies. I don't think it had to be like that. We all know you guys work for the same company. You may be in two different buildings, but you know what zombies is. Everybody knows what zombies is on Black Ops 2. Don't pretend like you don't know what it is. You could have looked at what they did, looked at the good and the bad, and tried to improve and make Extinction something that's even, better than zombies or as good as zombies. Because let's face it, we all like zombies, but there were some things about zombies that were frustrating and things that could have been improved. For instance, it was kind of thrown out there, and the story, as we all know, was basically created, as they've gone. They're probably still creating the story as we go right now. So if they just would have came out in Extinction with a story that made sense from the beginning to the end, that would have been awesome. That would have been something people would have probably appreciated. Because once again, the zombie storyline sometimes contradicts each other. All the time loops and stuff like that. It's just, some people don't like that. So that could have been something they could have done. Also, they're trying to get away from the survival and the horde thing because people don't like running around for zombies all day. That's cool. They could have had this mission right here that they did right now. There could have been a story to it, quotes for the characters and stuff like that. Once you beat it, they could have had the elements of the relics and all the stuff that they did, but it could have also unlocked like a survival or a time-based thing for everybody else that wants something to keep playing, something to get them back on the game and want to increase their time. I honestly think they dropped the ball on that. They were able to look at zombies, what they did good, what they did bad, and people didn't like, and they could have made this like amazing if they just would have looked at the mistakes zombies made and tried to improve on it. But with no story, no survival based thing, I don't know. It's going to be really hard for Extinction to bounce back. I mean, like I said, they could drop map packs, they could drop all that stuff, but it could have really been a lot better than what it really is. But this is early stage. This is one map. Who knows? Maybe they're going to be going the zombie route. When we got our first map in zombies, there wasn't really much to it. Maybe they're going to add to it as it goes on through map packs and DLCs. We can only hope. But yeah, at the state it's at right now, and if it continues at this pace right now, for everybody that's wondering, should you buy it for $60? No, definitely not. I mean, if you kind of enjoy multiplayer and you would think you would really enjoy, if you think you would play it, yeah, then it would be worth it, to get it for the multiplayer as well and the Extinction. But just the Extinction alone, just buying it just for that, I could justify that, so I wouldn't recommend that. But it has the potential to be good. Hopefully, they take some suggestions from the community and they try to improve it and make it better. That'd be awesome. But so that's my review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. How are you guys enjoying Ghost and Extinction? Let me know in the comment box. Also, I want to let you guys know that I apologize about the lack of videos. Basically, I found out when Ghost came out, I went and got it at launch. I get home, I find out I can't even get on Xbox Live. I wasn't able to get on for 3 days, which was really frustrating because I was excited about multiplayer and Extinction, and I want to get out a bunch of videos for you guys, but I just wasn't able to. Finally able to get the Xbox Live working yesterday, and I'm playing and I'm enjoying it. Hopefully I'll be able to play with some of you guys and get some more videos out for you guys. But yeah, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. I apologize about that once again, and if you're a new viewer and if you enjoyed it, if you could subscribe, I greatly appreciate that. And more videos coming soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.